Hello, my name is Barbara Blanks. I'm in Garland. I was asked to do this legacy video, so this is my 12 minutes of fame instead of 15. I've been on the executive board of PST for around 12 years. Currently, I'm recording secretary, librarian, assistant treasurer, book prize mailer, and creator administrator of the PST Facebook page. I've also been website photo coordinator, assistant webmaster, and general troublemaker, just ask the other members of the board. I was also president and editor of A Galaxy of Verse for 8 years. I am a member of or have participated in around 30 state poetry societies. I'm the author of 9 books, mostly poetry, which run the gamut from serious to dumb, and have given programs on winning contests. Enough of that. All of the poems I'll be reading were prize winners in one contest or another. The second year I entered the PST contest. I won 2 first place awards. One of them was Bud Powell Mahan's $400 prize. This is second star to the right. He was a boy with wings who ran full tilt into everything he did, saying he soared because he could park later. He smiled at himself in the mirror every day, seeing the hope of dreams to come, unwrapping each day like an exciting gift. Such a brief encounter with unrestrained joy. Somehow I lost it or gave it away, maybe had it stolen from me piecemeal, unnoticed. I still search for that youth, even knowing return is impossible. Life is a spiral, not a circle. And so, when I can't sleep, I throw off the covers, raise my legs, and walk on the ceiling. If I scrunch my eyes tight, stars appear behind my lids. I can at least pretend I've learned to fly again. Okay, this second poem is proof that you shouldn't give up, because the first year I entered the PST contest, it only placed, which was pretty good actually, and the second year it placed first in a different category. Mama's Face. Before the mirror she sees a lived-in face, engraved with baby pablum, traced by curious toddler fingers, scarred with bumps and scrapes of peanut butter years, carved by "I hate you" screams of angry teens. A face that wears their 1,000 little deaths, experienced secondhand, but no less wrenching. Before the mirror she sees a forehead creased by worries, cheeks cracked by laughter, eroded by tears, and a nose that smelled out lies or flared with pride, now drooping toward a jaw strong enough to let her children hurt so they could grow strong. She sees crow's feet tracking eyes, still bright with energy and interest, but eyelids heavy with fatigue from too many sleepless nights and early morning risings. Before the mirror, hands to face, she reads her history like Braille, and I, behind her, see only Mama's face. Okay, moving on. This is Self-Propelled. Dandelion Puff. Oh, I keep forgetting. This is from Traveling Sideways. This is one of my books. Dandelion puff with multiple feet, grooves to the thrum of the butterfly beat. On ripply, tickly, tippy-tap toes, it follows itself wherever it goes. Sinuous segments of supple design, dancing a singular conga line. Oh, to a toasted cheese sandwich. This golden, molten, melted cheese is spread like placid, gilded lake between 2 crispy, crunchy, crusty slices. Butter boldly basted onto rafts of bread, pockmarked like the Swiss cheese moon, sizzled in a frying pan, toasted to a velvet brown, and on the inside only blended, splendid cheeses, American and Colby. Elastic, gooey, glowing bouillon, fit for Midas, fit for princes, knights, and peasants, absolutely fit for me. Slide from pan to waiting plate, cut diagonal, shaped triangular, geometric perfection for holding and biting. Admire the angles that balance the roundness of spoon and bowl waiting, a treasure containing hot and steamy, rich and creamy, thick tomato soup, a blaze of sunset placed near glow of sunrise, golden fire, golden fire. Perfect match. This is Resisting the Ground. It won the 2020 Alabama State Poetry Society Book of the Year Award. And this poem won some prize in one of the National Federation of State Poetry Society contests. Blank verse. Ideal Persuasion. These moments pass like pickets in a fence. They flicker light and dark. The breezy leaves and waving grass caress your skin, so thoughts of Eden drift across my mind, though not as pure as Eve just before the fall. This rill is knitting strands of silver threads. We dabble toes in icy water, gasp in thrill of sharp surprise, while pasture glows with green, with gold, with sheep as vestal white as lilies. See how border collies dark as wolves before the door do not lose sight of what's important, marking time before they make their moves. Like they, I will not rush to gather you within my arms, corral your lithesome figure, shear away reserves. Your lustrous hair gleams golden in the sun. Its silken waves flow over me, awash with fragrant clover, tempting me to stroke its sleekness. Lips as pink as blushing cheeks beguile me. Mouth this plump and moist must taste as sweet as honeyed mead. So, first I'll drink, then let my fingers flutter as they graze, and set the pasture of your skin aflame. Moving on, this is Lost and Mounds. My loving cups were fully packed, astounding D-cups, filled to the brim cups, pert and firm and parabolical, horizontal while I was vertical. But when I lay down on my back, heck, what happened to my rack? Even dromedaries have one mound, but my front's been deserted. My mutinous bounties left me barren, nothing's left for fun or sharing. Confound them, I'm dumbfounded by their absence. Are they playing hide and seek? Those glorious globes aren't plumped against my back. I'm lying flat, so to speak. How I wonder where they are. I didn't leave them in the car, and I'll venture they're not soaking in a glass on the sink like dentures. They could have called when they arrived at their new destination, or better yet, invited me to join them in their spontaneous vacation. But did they? Yeah. How could they imposition me? Perhaps by standing up again they'll pop up prettily and pertly and tell me where they've been. Oh, there you are, my perky pair, hanging out on either side, nestled in my armpit hair. Never said I was literary. Okay, this poem won, the second time it won Bud's $400 prize. Conversion. I must gulp grape juice, wine, blood, keep my soul away from grime. I take tiny piece of bread, body, corpse, hope God's voice goes in my head, tell me what I must do to save me from devil's clutch. He knows when I'm awake, asleep, good and bad, what I think. Mea culpa, beat my chest, pound out evil darkness inside me. Evil like his son, him hang, he die. He come alive again. I cry, I fear. I make the sign, silver cross around my neck, keep the zombie beast away. I go in church, confess my sins, pray. Heavenly Papa, nail me not to tree, make me not zombie. Oh, that was from Unstable, Twisted Tales, and Tasty Entrails. Okay, let's go on to, this is Not Quite Leaping Puddles. By the way, this was the original first place winner in the William Barney chapbook contest hosted by the Fort Worth Poetry Society, but I had withdrawn my manuscript to go ahead and get it done, and they failed to withdraw it, and so I, of course, disqualified myself. But anyway, This is Forecasting Procrastination. It's a gloss. The quatrain is by Alan Seeger. I have a rendezvous with death at some disputed barricade, when spring comes back with rustling shade and apple blossoms fill the air. I have a rendezvous with death, but when we meet I won't shake hands. Not yet. I've better things to do, like shovel snow and watch my breath form cirrus clouds. Still, who demands I have a rendezvous with death at some disputed barricade? Oh, please, I have no quarrel where we meet, but not in summer. Blue skies, sunshine, icy lemonade, the lake, so nope, I won't be there at some disputed barricade. When spring comes back with rustling shade and sprinkling rains, I misbehave, play hooky from my job to strew some flower rainbows. Oops, afraid I have no time to dig a grave when spring comes back with rustling shade and apple blossoms fill the air. In autumn, pregnant breezes rife with leaves adorn the air, tattoo the earth. I feel so debonair. Meet death? Okay, but not when life and apple blossoms fill the air. And this will be my last one. I actually wrote this many years ago and revised it, and then it won in some contest or another. Yellow umbrella. I want to pack joy in a tote bag, carry it with me to access at any time. Open its canopy of light, even when problems beat like hail against dark umbrellas popping up like toadstools, even when grief batters against my internal shelter. Let my feet be wet from not quite leaping puddles. Let me twirl like a lawn sprinkler, my hair frizzing into dandelion fluff, nose dripping like a faucet. Let me navigate like a pinball, bouncing from one bobbing bumbershoot to another, for sunless days cannot be avoided, but I can carry my own sunshine. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening, maybe enjoying. That's all. Bye.